Hey folks, welcome to the channel, Gang Green. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you smash that like button. In today's episode, we're going to speak about trade lines and we're going to speak about authorized users and how this could be beneficial to both parties, the vendor and the client. Now, if you ask me who is the vendor is the person with the good credit, the person who has credit cards, and the person who has 100% payment history. The client is the person who could use a boost in their credit so they could possibly finance a house or a car. Okay, and the way this works is the vendor will add the client onto his credit card as an authorized user for a certain fee, for a flat fee, for a certain amount of months. And that fee can be calculated on how old your card is, how long you had it, the credit utilization, and also the credit limit. So the vendor will add the client onto his card as an authorized user, and he will need the client's name, full name, birth date, and social security number. And you will add that client onto your card maybe 3 or 4 days before the statement date. And the statement date is when the bank reports to the credit bureau. So the bank is going to report everybody who is on your account to the credit bureau, which they will receive and piggyback off of your good credit, which will in turn increase their score. Now, this all depends on how bad the client's credit is. Now, if you got a lot of debt, it might only give you a few points. But if you clear your credit, if you try to pay off most of your debt, or let's say you don't have any debt, let's say that you never bought anything before and you can't get financed because you don't have any credit. I've had a couple clients like this, and usually one trade line will take them from like a 560 of having no credit to immediately to like a 750 A plus credit. But if you have bad credit and you know you got a lot of stuff on your credit, well, the credit bureaus are going to do their own calculation off your debt. So nobody's score is going to be the same. You can't guarantee a client how many points the credit bureau will give them because you don't know how bad their credit is, and the credit bureau has a calculation for everybody, just like everybody got their own fingerprint. Everybody got their own social security number. Everybody's going to have their own calculation when it comes to the credit bureau and how they calculate your score. So with that being said, you will add a client a week before the statement date. The bank will report it to the credit bureau, and within a week, maybe 2 weeks, that client should start to see his score move. All right. I recommend Credit Karma. It's a free app, and you can use any of them. It's an Experian app out there. You can use any of these apps to monitor your score. But I want to, in this video, my main focus is not necessarily to the client. I'm mainly speaking to the vendor. I'm speaking to the person who can benefit financially off of this. But once again, you have to have 100% payment history. You have to have good credit, and they have to be on time. Okay. So usually the bank will tell you could add an unlimited amount of authorized users to your card, which is true, but the credit bureau will not report an unlimited amount of authorized users. So you want to keep it under like maybe five per card, and they only report on your personal credit cards. So me, for instance, I have business credit cards and I have personal credit cards, but I can't really use my business credit cards for authorized users because business credit cards only report to what's it called, Bradstreet. They report to a whole different agency. Now your personal credit cards report to TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Okay. So today, you guys is lucky. I'm going to do a live call. I'm going to show you how easy this is and how this is probably the easiest stream of income I know of. It only takes about 3 minutes to add somebody on. to your credit card. And I like to call. I like to call and talk to a customer service person just so I know it's right and everything is good. But if you have an app, you can add them on that way too. You know, I just don't like to do that way. But in this phone call, there's gonna be a lot of bleep outs to protect this client's personal information. So just bear with me. But basically, your client has to give them your full name. I'm gonna have to give the full name to the bank, their birth date, and a social security number, and that's really about it. That's really about it. They'll send me the card with that client's name on it to my home, to my address, in 5 to 7 business days, and I then take a picture of that card with that client's name on it, and I just send them a screenshot of that with just to prove to them that I added them to the card. But by that point, they can already see their score moving. So this is just a win-win in both parties. It's all legal, 100% legal. The only thing that this does is boost their score. You as a vendor, this does not affect you not one bit. I mean, zero. It does not affect you at all. At all. Only thing you're doing is making money at the end of the day. All right. Yes, my name is Clifton. Last. I would like to add an authorized user onto my card ending in 5001. The person name is correct. Two. No, I don't have a phone number for Tyler. No, that's it. Can you repeat the birthday and the social security number for me? Can you repeat that? Nope, that would be all. Thank you so much. Hello? Hello? Is that card gonna be sent to my address? Okay. Yeah, I just want to make. Usually they say that in the disclosure that that the card will be sent to. So yeah, I definitely want that card sent to my address. All right. Thank you very much. Bye. All right, folks. As you can see, that's $350 made in 2 minutes right there. Some people have to go work an 8-hour, 10-hour shift to make $350 in a day. I just did that in 2 minutes. So imagine having at least 10 of these a month, 20 of these a month. You know what I'm saying? There are companies out here that you can go to who that do this, and they'll let you bring your card on with them, and they'll call you with clients. They'll call you with AUs. They'll call you with a client's name, birthday, social security number, and everything, and you add them, and they'll pay you for it. But after a while, after you start showing people how you can change their life and other people's life, like on social media, you know, show your success stories. That's how you start to build your own clientele. Then people get interested, but you got to realize clients are skeptical. This takes a lot of educating. You know, a lot of people are not they're not hip onto this. This is financial intelligence. A lot of people don't know about this, so you have to educate them to it. And like I say, success stories always help things, and make clients understand better. You know how this could benefit them. But at the same time, they are trusting you with their information. You know, they trusting you with their name and their social security number. So you have to be creditable yourself. You know, so at the end of the day, man, that is how easy it is to add AU to your credit card. Like I say, depending on how old the card is, that depends on how, and the credit limit depends on how much you will get paid for it. This particular card I just added a client to, this card is 13 years old. You know, it takes time. And for 13 years, I charge $350 for 3 months. I could charge more. I mean, honestly, you could kind of make your price. You can't be ridiculous with it. You kind of got to be competitive with this. But, I mean, I could charge $400 for this. Who knows? But at the end of the day, leave a message in the comment section. Let me know what you think. At the end of the day, gang green, baby. Get this money.